Everybody, and welcome to Simple Rockets. Simple Rockets is a game with rocket ships, and it's really cool. I've decided to start this Let's Play because Simple Rockets is a really great game, and I've always wanted to do a Let's Play. It just sounds like a really neat experience. So this is not a fresh save file. You can see I've already got lots of ships everywhere, but I didn't really want to give those up when I started a Let's Play, so you are seeing episode 700 and billion 6 or whatever, so I hope you enjoy. I've already got this ship assembled because I don't feel like anybody would be interested in watching me going, this tank should go here for half an hour, so I will spare you from that. Today's target is one of Saturn's moons, Smitan, which is the only moon in the entire solar system with a developed atmosphere. We will be delivering a rover to Smitan's surface with a communications antenna for the satellite, which will remain in orbit around Smitan and transmit data back to Smurf. I know it's a massive satellite, but it looks really awesome, and if I ever do want to start a space station around Smitan for some reason, then I already got that there. But without further ado, let's get going. So I will be burning straight up until I have escape velocity from Smurf. Because Smurf is orbiting this way in solar system, the velocity from escaping going straight up will serve as an initial prograde burn. So I already have a fairly elliptical orbit going towards Smitan, which, by the way, let's select so we can get our closest approach tool and whatever. Yeah, this is cool. So, if anybody would like to see a tour of the of my world with all my ships and stuff, then please just tell me, and I will make it happen. Anyways, we've almost got escape velocity. There we go. I'll use it this stage because I don't need it to be perfect, but that stage is spent. Discard. This is all we have to get to Smitan now. We have this set of boosters, some extra fuel, and probe and rover. So, let's get going. Pretty exciting. The one thing I will warn you about is that I am really bad at judging aerobraking, so I'll probably do a lot of saving and reloading. Oh, I should aerobrake lower. Oh, I should aerobrake higher. Okay, now comes the most boring part in the entire sequence. The transfer burn to Smitan. Like I said, our orbit is already highly elliptical, but it still has a ways to go before we get Saturn. Before we get to Smitan and count on it. And the closed approach is over here, I see, but I assure you it will jump to like right over here as the apoapsis gets closer to Smitan's orbit. Oh, and by the way, I am running a modded version of the game that adds a bunch of more extra moons and dwarf planets and a comet and stuff, so that's cool. But our apoapsis just passed Smupiter. Oh my god, it is so easy to get an encounter with Smupiter. The SOI is just so freaking big. Anyways, apoapsis is getting closer. When I first started the game, I didn't understand why when I had an encounter, I would just fly by the main. So, I'm a lot better at encounters now. But, closed approach should be jumping any minute now. And, yep, there we go. Okay, so when you do create an encounter, you have to account for the planet's velocity as well as yours, and you want a balanced version that will create as close to an impact or to a collision course as possible. So I don't want to explain what I'm doing while I set up this encounter because it's very delicate, but I'll explain exactly why I did what I did as soon as I have it, as far as I can tell, is perfect. And this will be fine. Okay, so the planet is going a lot this way, and I'll be coming pretty much straight down. So when I enter the SOI, then the planet's momentum will basically pull me towards the planet, and my momentum will pull me straight. So ideally, then once I got into Saturn's SOI, I would be going straight down there. That's what I'm aiming for. It's not going to happen, but that's what I'm aiming for. And while I'm here, let me get some of my excess fuel. These tanks are to take up space, and this tank is for decoration. So I shall drain all those. And man, I have a lot of fuel. This is going to be so great. Alright, let's go to Smitan. Now we wait. It may look like we're going fast now, but as we get towards the apoapsis, we'll be going at like 3 meters a second, and it will be excruciating and painful. And if I was less lazy and learned how to properly edit videos, then you would be seeing none of this. But I'm not, and you are seeing this. And so, in 15,000 hours, we will get to Smitan. And it's going to be great. Oh, past the apoapsis. I'm not sure what to discuss during these boring moments. But here comes Smitan. And it's pretty exciting. Alright. And here we are. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty... I wished it would go closer, but like I said, I have more fuel than I needed, so yeah. Yeah, the RCS is really imbalanced on this thing because RCS starts here, and nowhere else, so you point in the opposite direction, turn on RCS, and it will burn in the direction you want. But in case you don't know, it's most efficient to adjust your orbit very far out from the body, so I'm going to be doing correction burns right now. I wish that warping didn't kill rotational velocity, because then I would stop abusing it, and I feel dirty when I abuse warp. Yeah, I'll have enough fuel. Even if I don't, then I do have these extra tanks. I'd prefer not to use those up, but desperate times. Yeah. Okay, and I will be using aerobraking. I just do not have enough fuel to use jets, to use engines to get a circular orbit. And by the way, we are going here, and that's pretty exciting. I'm trying to get my orbit in to intersect with Saturn's atmosphere, or Smatern's atmosphere, so that we can slow down. Yeah. And we're almost in the atmosphere, lower than Saturn's lowest moons, which, if I recall correctly, are actually inside Saturn's rings, which is pretty cool. Okay, like I said earlier, I suck at aerobraking, so I'm going to get what I think should be good. Oh, shoot, no, that's way too much. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start with that. Save. Ready to aerobrake. And an ideal aerobrake will take me into an elliptical orbit with the apoapsis just at Smitan. That's what I'm aiming for. But this is not a perfect world, and so perfect orbits will never happen. Anyways, almost in the atmosphere. And in the atmosphere. So we're still accelerating because the atmosphere isn't thick enough, but as we get lower, then speed will start to decrease, I hope. Yes, there we go. We're getting a lot of turbulence. Ship is spinning in the craziness of the atmosphere. And this isn't going to be enough, is it? Nope. This was a crappy aerobrake. Okay. Let's go slightly lower with that aerobraking. I always feel guilty when I open a save, but, you know, it's just better than losing all my hard work, which I don't want to happen. Anyhow, once again, let's aerobrake, and hopefully things will go better this time. Ooh, we're in the atmosphere. Super intense. Okay, we're still accelerating. And accelerating slower now. Yep. Decelerating. Decelerating a lot. Oh. Uh-oh. Is this going to be too much of an aerobrake? Okay, yeah, yep. That's no. Stop. It's okay. Come on out. Oh my god, is this going to be perfect? Is this going to be perfect? Oh my god, this was... If this stops, like, right now, that will be a perfect... Oh my god. That was an encounter. That was the most successful aerobrake I've ever had. Ever. Oh my god. Wow, this is going to be a much shorter video than I thought it would be. But... Wow, and the encounter is actually fairly decent. Wow, I am extremely impressed. Okay, we should be good there. Let's encounter Smitan. That was really easy. I did not expect that to happen. I'm not complaining. Oh man, it would be the suckiest thing ever if I by accident went into one of these moons, sphere of influence, and it screwed everything up. I would rage bad things. Fun fact, Smitan is the second largest moon in the solar system, only to Smurf's Smone. So it's actually got a respectable amount of gravity on it. 54 seconds to encounter. Okay, not as good as I had hoped, but lots of other things had gone much better than I could ever have hoped for, so I'm not going to be too picky about that. Once again, I'm going to aerobrake in Smitan's atmosphere, and I'll do a save because I might screw it up. I have no idea how thick or thin Smitan's atmosphere is. Wow, I'm going to have a lot of extra fuel. Anyhow, almost in the atmosphere. I'm going to try aerobraking fairly low because a moon can't have that thick an atmosphere, you know? Okay. Slightly lower. Let's try this. Save. Ready to aerobrake. Yes. Let's try this. Okay. And almost in the atmosphere. And in the atmosphere, still accelerating. This I don't like. Okay, yeah, I can see the atmosphere. I wish there was an atmosphere pressure indicator somewhere. It would be so helpful. And this isn't going to be enough, is it? Yeah, I overestimated Smitan's atmosphere. That was weird. It didn't blow up. That was also weird. Who cares? Ready to aerobrake. Okay, let's go lower. Since I'm... Okay, if my periapsis is like 1 meter from the surface and it's still not enough, then I'll use jets. But if that isn't enough, I'm kind of relying on parachutes to land, so I'm screwed anyways. Okay, let's try that. That's probably too much, but let's try that. Boosh, warp. Smitan's not big enough to warp it 7,500 times. And I will be so mad if I just accidentally press undock right here. I'm not going to click that for sure. Okay, is it gonna be enough? Oh, yeah, this will be fine. In fact, it might be too much. The ideal aerobrake has an apoapsis like right there. That's where I'm aiming to orbit my communication satellite. Ooh, is it gonna be too much? Ooh, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, quick. Actually, get into orbit. Yeah, okay. Get out of the atmosphere. Oh, it's gonna be perfect. That is so beautiful. I lost my train of thought. I was saying something exciting, and now I'm not. Whew. Wow, that was another really good aero brake. I'm proud. Okay, so I'll just wait till I'm rotated about there. And then I will warp to kill momentum. Because I do want to prograde burn to take my periapsis slightly higher. Because although I do want to continue aero braking, I want to do it... Actually... Yeah, I do. Although I do want to aero brake, I do want to aero brake higher. For obvious reasons. Okay, spin, spin, spin. Use your leftover turbulence. And warp. Whew. Okay. This is exciting. This is really exciting. Man, I couldn't stand real space travel. Just send up your probe, and then, okay, I'll check back on you in 6 years. That would be the most miserable thing ever. Okay. Whatever, this is fine. I'm impatient. I'm gonna burn now. Deal with it. Start with that. This is taking too long. A trick you can use is that before launch you can warp as fast as you want. So I'm going to abuse that now. Here I am on Smitan. I know it looks cheaty, but I'm not going to cheat. So, oops, okay, yeah, I have to like stop there. And okay, this isn't working. Resume. Where are we? Smitan probe. Where is Smitan probe? Here's Smitan probe. Okay, turn off first. Yes, so we don't accidentally do bad things. And you know what? I'm just gonna save here, Smitan orbit, and hope that I have enough fuel to do it this way because it's just quicker. Oh, geez, yeah, I'm gonna have enough fuel. Okay, maybe not quite, but I'll be fine. I will, in emergency, I still have these 2 tanks are still full. So, I can get that. I don't really need them for anything, but you know, it's a space station, or will be eventually, maybe. So it should have fuel on it. Or if we could just get out of the atmosphere. Things take so long when your target body has such little gravity. I'm also going to try and go the extra mile and land on the top of Smitan, because it's better that way, as opposed to the sides where it's all awkward and lame. Please get out of the atmosphere soon. It's slower now because our apoapsis is lower. We have less velocity. That should be kind of self-evident. Slower because we have less velocity, but this is a pretty great ship. And yes, I know there were a stupid amount of extra boosters at the beginning to get this thing to smatter, but it's not a light payload, and I'm not as good at Simplerockets as some people. Cough, cough, smeggy, cough, cough. Ooh. I get used to this. I do like talking into the microphone to nobody and playing a game that I love. Ooh, let's cheer the ship on. Go ship, you can make it out of the atmosphere. I have a friend who always calls them holy ships. It's kind of funny. Go ship, come on. You can do it, ship. Ah. Ah. And yes. Okay, now once I get to the apoapsis, I'll do a quick burn to properly circularize the orbit so that there's no chance of the communication satellite deorbiting. I'm going to attach these docking plugs to this docking port, which just for fun, and so that it's extra fuel storage, and I can empty the tanks out and use them as habitation modules if I feel like it. Oh shoot, it's behaving now. Did not expect that. So that'll happen, and it's gonna be great. And we should have enough, yeah. Trying to get a roughly circular orbit. Oh, this is fine. Alright. Thank you, satellite, but we are now abandoning you. Going to undock from the satellite. The RCS, I tested this on the Smone, is fairly well balanced. As in, like, when I press side, then it won't turn on this craft, so we should be okay. Okay, I lied about that part. I guess it's because the tanks are empty now. It's imbalanced. But I will make do with what I have. Lots of things, specifically the Smitan aerobrake, have gone my way today. I'm not going to ask for more. Okay. And, ooh, this is intense. Docking always makes me nervous. No. Go this way. And now go this way. And, oh god. Okay. Okay, we got that. Now, the force of me activating the next stage and disconnecting these boosters, there's a chance that it'll be enough to drop this guy's orbit below the atmosphere. In an emergency, I know I can use this guy's boosters to recircularize the orbit, but I'd prefer not to have to do that. So what I'm going to do is backwards thrust on the RCS while I disconnect, and then that should be okay. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, you can see that guy's orbit is the gray on the scale now, so it's okay. So now I want to get into a good position to deorbit with my RCS tanks so that the trajectory will take me this way. But first, if we resume from the Smitan probe ComSat, then we can activate these boosters, empty these tanks so it's easier to live in them. I mean, no, this should be drain. Fill, drain, drain. Thanks for the fuel, guy. But we're done with you now. Open our satellite dish that I'm using my pretend for. And the solar panels. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Alright, let's go back to Smitan probe and wait for a good time to land. I'm bored. Okay. I love not being bored. Okay, about here should be good for the Smitan probe. So, boom. And where's Smitan probe? Ugh. I wish you could just like right click on a ship's command pod in ship view, and that would just take control of it. Life would be so much better. Stop using all my RCS automatic turner guy. Okay. This antenna for communications with a satellite. If not for that antenna, then everything would be perfectly balanced, and when I did this, my ship wouldn't turn like a bad thing. Okay, but my periapsis is in the atmosphere, so I'm definitely going to land on Smitan one way or another. I should have enough to get a good collision with the top of Smitan. If not, then I guess I'll just have to drive there. It'll be painful, and it will be horrible, but it's worth it for getting to the top of Smitan. And that's it, folks. We're landing on the side. Well, goodbye RCS. Don't need you anymore. I'm not sure why I still have these controls, but let's go. Goodbye Smitan probe. Communication satellite. We'll be in touch. So my next stage is these 4 parachutes, which, considering the gravity and the atmospheric pressure of Smitan that I just looked at from the planet selection screen, there'll be plenty. Like, I could open them at 3 meters and be fine. Exaggeration there, by the way. And then the second last stage is disconnecting the sky crane and activating these wheels. And then the last stage is a stage I'll never use, which is to deploy this actually landing leg, which is actually a communications thing for this guy. Okay, we are officially in the atmosphere. I'll open my chutes at about 1,000 meters. Should be good. Actually, I don't want to rip off. Better safe than sorry, man. I've worked for 40 minutes on this so far. Don't want to lose all my hard work. Plus, the extra drag will land us closer to the top and give us a shorter drive. I will do the driving off camera, by the way. That would be stupidly boring. I'd have to talk about politics or something to keep you entertained. Oh yeah. See how this is getting closer? Dang, I should have started my deorbit sooner. Then I would get a perfect landing on the Smitan launch pad and everything would be beautiful. There's our communication satellite sending up data from an atmospheric scan of Smitan right now. Alright, chute should be opening at about 3,000 meters. 10, 9, 8. Ooh, this is boring. Fast forward 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, there we go. And we're moving at 2 meters a second, and we're 3,000 meters up. This is boring. Resume. Oh shoot. This is... Yeah, that needs to go. Okay, now we resume from the actual Smitan probe. And we're 1,500 meters away. I'm going to talk about other things because this is boring. So Andrew Garrison, creator of Simplerockets, is working on a new project with his friends, which he has said will appeal to Simplerockets fans greatly, and that's exciting. So, what do you guys think it is? Because I don't know. We're 1,100 meters from the surface. This is a historic moment in the history of space exploration, landing for the first time on the moon of another planet. Pretty exciting. And our communication satellite will probably orbit like 6 times before we reach the ground. But that's another issue. Yay! I'm running out of things to talk about while we're actually flying the ship. Then I could talk about flying the ship, but not now. And that bugs me. You know, I could probably just free fall from here. Not worth the risk. I mean, fuselage is fairly explosive, and an explosion would be bad. 500 meters! This is so exciting! Yeah, that's already gone around like 6 times. You're seeing it there? Just to clarify. Oh my god! Here comes the surface! It's so exciting! Well, you can actually see the curve of Smitan. It's pretty small. And here it comes. That one at 50 meters. I'll just press play. It'd go on actual speed. Da 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 da. I sound dumb. Okay, I lied about never for and 3, 2, 1, touchdown! Yay! We are finally, after uncounted hours of work, on Smitan as the parachutes fall slowly on the ridiculously low gravity. We detached that, and oh crap, really? Oh my god, is this gonna flip us? Okay. Oh, thank god, got rid of the sky crane. I was scared there for a minute. We are on Smitan, and we've got a communication satellite to communicate with. Yay! So, this was my first Simplerockets video, and I think the first Simplerockets video with a voiceover. So, that's pretty exciting. We can get off this crack. I really enjoyed doing this, and I hope you enjoyed watching. So, I will see you next time. Bye.